between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Georgia's offense is on the field for the first time today. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the RPO, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you're going to get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to...
There he goes! Pulled down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Dogs have pushed it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a...
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Offense set on 1st down. The give out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabs behind the line. It's Hawkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown will throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With the catch, it's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up. The sure hands, it's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Works the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So we open the final period with a third down play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown!
receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab on the left side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. It's caught. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game,
touchdown! Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. They'll try the run. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.